Teachers, what did you do that made your students call you the worst teacher ever? I knew I had a problem when I looked into the face of my childhood best friend and couldn't remember her name. It didn't just stop with friends, though. I began walking into the class I've taught for over 15 years, and blank at the sight of a concept I used to tell people was the easiest thing on earth. The students who used to fight each other to get a seat in my class started to roll their eyes at me whenever I would stammer in front of them like an elderly man who couldn't find their cane, despite only being in my mid-30s. But I let myself become too overconfident, and that's what started the biggest downfall known to man. After a long relaxing summer, I realized I needed to try to work on my plans for the next semester, but when I did, I realized nothing was coming up for me. I tried for weeks to conjure up anything at all, but it felt like there was huge dusty cobwebs in my head, and nothing could save me from the embarrassment I felt when I stood in front of my class, stuttering and blanking out. I ended up sending everyone home early that day because even the sound of my own voice was stressing me out. I gave it another try the next class, but it happened all over again. My brain couldn't recognize any of this content, even though I had taught for years, so I looked around and picked on the first person I saw. I told them if they did their reading, they'd know this topic, so I asked them to answer some questions in front of everyone. Luckily, they actually did.